Hey everyone, just Umbrella here again. Now after going through My Academia, I'm going to go through Superheroes of the Food Wars 303. And I do want to point out the fact that I did skip the chapter, actually did read off screen to catch up with what I missed, because work recently has been kind of gotten in the way, so I haven't gotten a chance to upload a video to do Food Wars recently. And from last week's chapter, we've had, first, actually I did the live reaction to the 301. 302 is where I read off screen, it was where Megami finally got into a chance to take on the Blue, to have a match in the Blue Tournament. And upon hearing the conversation between Arena and Asahi, she decides to challenge him to if she were to win her match. Which in order extraordinary she does in 3-0 win against a guy with a sort of Chinese mask, whose weapon was basically claws, ink claws, they're called ink claws. But 3-0 win for Megami. The way how she won it though was like she hit like a scene with him close up, but she had a freaking whip and just whipped him, both literally in the sense of metaphorically speaking with the food, but literally in the sense that he just got his ass whipped. Sorry, I didn't mean to do anything that kind of context for Megami, but you know what I mean. And upon taking her challenge, she started to saying that Ariana's a precious friend to her, and when she was around with her, when she was around with the boys were doing, say everyone's for Alliance, she was smiling, she was happy. Only to have Asahi coming here lying about his backstory and everything to change all that. Of course, added to the problem with her mother, also took away her smile. So she hates Asahi for what's happened, and challenges her. She challenges him to a Shokugeki if she were to win. That happens, or the match is going to happen. But it turns out that Asahi kind of played out for the way he wanted it. Being the fact that this guy Shio was not going to win, he takes his ink claws and he also pulls out a briefcase with all the weapons that the film noirs. I mean, not the film noirs, the chef noirs, kitchen tools, or take it. And being the fact that Megami took on Meg was the first one to take on one of them, called the Monarch, nicknamed Monarch. He pulled out the knife and ultimately says that he says he beat a knife. She beat a chef with a knife that was above him, and that was above her. That was above him. She defeated a kitchen knife that was above her, and she just stepped on another weapon that was below her standards, or something like that. I forgot what he said, but he was claiming the fact that she managed to beat all two of these chefs so easily. But it looks like how when Asahi got rolled in, he's going to show his true power in front of Megami, showing the fact that Megami has no idea what she's going to expect. After seeing what someone went through with this guy, I really doubt that Megami has a chance of winning, but I do want to see this growth, so without further ado, let's go through. I'm like 3 minutes into it, I didn't even start reading the chapter, so no further ado, let's get right to it. The user of the super luxurious ingredients, Monarch, in the inheritor of the ink claw, the assassin Koshio. I multiplied together the strengths of knives that alone couldn't match up to you and show the reaches to my power. The performance begins. In China, it's called the God Tongue of Despair. So I don't know exactly what's going to happen here, but with the talent God Tongue of Despair, it's not going to be a good one. I do say Asahi-sama's hobbies certainly are something. Making a collection of knives he's stolen from the enemy? And storing them with pictures of their former owners' faces? What kind of reminds me of a serial killer? Is that supposed to be an insult? The pictures are because I forgot what belonged to whom. After all the knives in his trunk once belonged to chefs that I thought were amazing. Monarch. That's the guy that Megami took care of in the hot spring town. When did Simon face him and take his knife? Yeah, when actually did he do that? So I guess he's going to beat Totoko with the knives of the chef she's beat to show her just how strong he is. He seems pretty confident. Now then, we all announce the ingredients for this match. We aim to get to see the foods. We aim to get to see the ingredients along the foods between Megami and her match. In Megami's match, hopefully we can see it explained here. Okay, it looks like we see some sale items. Let me guess, some bargain meat sold at least less than 190 yen per 100 grams. So cheap meat. Oh, a theme similar to the convenience store or the second gate? I suppose they'll be tested on their ability to turn this cheap meat into a gourmet fare. This might, this might, this might just be a lucky break for me. She feels confident, but I'm pretty sure there's a twist to this. I've immersed myself in hometown and wholesale cooking from around the world. I've learned so many techniques for making cheap ingredients taste delicious. So I should be able to use a lot of those experiences in battle. So that Mario gets ability cooking with super luxurious ingredients. Yeah, you're right. That's the opposite of this battle. This might just give Toguro the upper up. You say that, but then instant comes the hand. Here comes, I think that's Achi's hand. He'll probably go in with the claws, isn't he? Oh, both of them at the same time. Oh, or start his preparations? What the? What's he aiming at? Come, taste to your heart's content. And the way how he's smiling with, and the look on his face is like, very now, very. The power of cross knives. Oh, I like his ability. His ability to use multiple knives at once is his ability. That's right. I think that's established way beforehand. I was like, he go. Whoa. Okay, I want this in color. I want to know what it looks like. I want to taste this food. Look at that thick, juicy meat. He's made gorgeous cuts of roast. There's no way something's up with this. No, there's no way. Something's up with this dish. No one can make bargain meat smell like this. Because we gotta taste the sweet smelling herbs. Their fragrance stimulates my appetite. She ain't finished her senses to some ingredients by that smell. Up, and comes the first bite. And just as suspected. What is what I meant by that? After smelling one girl couldn't finish her sentence because the smell was so engrossing. Eventually, when the first bite was taken, just couldn't hold herself. This flavor is deep enough to sweep me away. Every time I bite into it, its juices drench me in a rain of umami, and I did not want to see the dude. Didn't want to see the dude, by the way. Thank you. But then again, I've seen pretty much foodcasts with pretty much any naked man. Even the image of Ging stretching in the bath. This shows this series is running at 7 away from all the nudity. Not full-blown nudity, but explicit enough. Just close enough to get passable. But where did it come from? I had to assume he bought out of the meat itself. Yes, a gentle resting. And dry aging like luxury-grade food. Indeed, your sense of taste is certainly quite refined. One of the 5 ink claws imparts umami flavor. That is what I used. One of the 5. This is when you dry age meat, you let it rest for a few weeks to months at the perfect at the perfect temperature and humidity. The proteins in red meat break down umami compounds like amino acids are released. This claw contains plenty of those compounds. He's referring to the one in the index finger. That's right. In these past few minutes, I prepared meat that tastes as has been aged for 2 months. And I've been given that super luxurious meat the cooking preparations it deserves. All with the power of cross knives. Able to do all that in just one time. Able to do it in just one sitting was actually impressive. Hence why this guy's a chef noir for a reason, and it's really hard to say why. What in the world? Impossible! How come to think of it, a few days ago I heard a pair of chefs tried quite hard to come up with an interesting verine. If I just had their knives, I could make a verine that's far surpasses even theirs, without any of the sweat of practice. Oh, you cocky little shit! Oh, my, you little shit! You're referring to that moment. Now then, how does the dish compare to my opponent Toguro Mega Meat taste? How does the dish of my opponent Toguro Mega Meat taste? Delicious. She's brought this bargain meat as high as it possibly can go, but her opponent was literally changed the quality of the meat itself. he surpasses the limits that the nature of the mate itself imposes. This is simply doesn't match that explosion of flavor. The winner is Saiba Asahi. Well, forget it. It was like a freaking. This was a huge curve stomp. Though it was nice to see Megan actually stand up to Asahi for once. Actually, finally stand up to Asahi after all this time. But to ultimately get crushed. His hospitality wasn't enough to go up against Saiba's Saiba's cross-nice ability. But again, what is the rules for Shokugeki these two have established? I think Megumi threw out a challenge for Shokugeki last chapter, but they did not establish the rules. Actually, it was like, what happens if one... Okay, Megumi challenged him, and if she wins, Asahi would leave Erina alone for eternity, but Asahi didn't say what happens if he won. Or in this case, when he's going to win. Well, let's read this more. You're telling me that multiplying two abilities allows you to cook something that loses that? What's more, he's got way more tools than just two. Than those. You fight are essentially going against multiple chefs at once. Who in the world could even defeat something like that? Fuck it, man, I just fucking nuked him like that. You're watching on some modern summer, aren't you, Miss Bookmaster? But that's just my mom sees it. My superhuman ability really is something, ain't it? Multiplying together two nights has infinite applications. It's virtually guaranteed to bring forth a dish that's never before been tasted in the history of the world. I alone am the person worthy of standing atop Blue. Hey, watch your tone. You're speaking to the top of the WGO. By the way, if I win, there's something I want. Oh, he's going to boldly claim this in front of her. Here's something that I feel I should have your approval for. Here's something that I feel that I should have your approval for. That should make it obvious, ain't enough. Hey, are you even listening? Something he wants. What is he talking? No, there's no way to tell me that a madman like he was thinking about. This is the man. This was the man, wasn't it? The chef that was torturing Erina? Yes. Do what you wish. The chef that can produce the dishes I see shall receive whatever their heart desires. Saiba Asahi? Well, looks like she's Mana is about to agree to his demands. If I have expectations for you, in those eyes and Erina's like she's lost all hope. How about that? Pretty good demonstration, wasn't it? Seems like your mom liked it. How do you know about mother? Oh, come on. Had to investigate a little, you know. After all, you're my wife-to-be. Is this no limit to your insolence? Sitting around other people's business. How dare you? There really is no limit to this guy. I'm going to take the crown of Blue, and then I'll be the one to make mother a dish that's never been existed on this earth. And the Chelsea actually just spreads her arms like this. I won't be satisfied unless I win over her like that. You've no role to play here. Deep down you realize that having you, the God you can never make your mother's wishes come true. And the way out Erina's face explode from that is like, did you not just say that to me, or like, you're right, I just didn't want to hear it. Let me read this two bubbles. Let me read this again. Deep down, you've realized it, haven't you? The God tongue can never make your mother's wishes come true. We got at least 2 more pages left in the way. How this is all turning, I am surprised. The God tongue is what broke Nakarin Mana. That's the thing that made her despair about cooking itself. The thing that prevents her from eating a real meal. What she needs is a completely different ability. Without that, she'll never get the dishes she seeks. Can't you feel that atmosphere in here? No one's doubting my victories anymore. In fact, I like to show me one person that disagrees with me. The chef that will be your savior isn't you. Nice. It's me. You asked, so I disagree. I do like I'm gonna go back one page, but I don't want to read this whole thing again. The way this guy just went fucking off on Arena right now. The shift that will be her savior isn't you. Isn't gonna be. It's me. Oh, you asked, so I disagree. And we all know who raises his hand. Of course, that's Soma. There's no real sugarcoating that. But the way how the chapter ends with Ozzy hearing that, it's like, what? So, my God. So Ozzy really shows off basically his true ability of processing, using multiple knives at once, and also able to explode to to translate all that into a dish, far more exceeding them people's expectations. And for the reason he's doing all the fact that he's doing all because the God Tongue cannot support Mana anymore. By Mana, I mean Mana and Arian's mother. So he's the only person who can. He's the only chef in the world who can actually give her a dish that's well deserving of her. But in the way chapter ends, it turns to be Soma who's going to step in. But of course, what he's going to say afterwards is coming to the next chapter. So until then, leave a like, subscribe, comment, share with a friend. I said next time in the next video. Laters.